Namaskar, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. Shares Corner. Today we are back with another gameplay video where we're going to play a new game, a hack and slash type role-playing game. So essentially, what we're going to play is known as God Eater. Now we're not going to play the first one; we're going to play the third one, God Eater 3, which was released in 2019 February the 8th worldwide. But let me give you a brief introduction to what God Eater is before we get into the game. So the original God Eater, it was released on 2010 February the 4th on Japan only, and then God Eater Burst and God Eater Resurrection, the next two parts of the first one, released on NA and EU on 2011 and 2016. So essentially, Burst was a release of the first God Eater and an enhanced version, and remastered version was the Resurrection. All three are kind of same, just better, more enhanced kind of stuff. But so this was more of a PlayStation main thing at that time. Later down the line it came on PC and stuff. In Windows, when the Resurrection got released, those came for PS4, PS Vita, and Windows as well. So the original God Eater was was developed by Shift, released under Bandai Namco, where the protagonist alongside various others are called new god type hunters, kind of. They uh, hunt down the quote unquote violent gods or Aragami, and that's essentially the most part of the story. Like you go hunt Aragami, and of course this is a main story based game. There's a story based campaign, and which you have a single player campaign, or you can have a co-op campaign. Now I believe the if you do not have any friends to play with, the AIs kind of work on that, I think. So as I said, we are going to play today is God Eater 3. So God Eater 3, however, God Eater 1 and 2 was released by Bandai Namco, developed by Shift. However, God Eater 3 was developed by Marvelous Force Studio, same under Bandai Namco's publishing. Itetsu Suzuki as a director and Yuya Tomiyama as the producer. This one released on PS4, Nintendo Switch, and Windows, specifically on Steam as well. Uh, on Japan, the PS4 version got released on December 13, 2018, and Nintendo version got released on July 11, 2019. However, worldwide, PS4 and Windows was released on 2019 February the 8th, and Nintendo on July 12, 2019. So the gameplay is kind of similar, but with a little bit more, much more polished and stuff rather than the first one, as far as I have heard of it. Whether it is or not is something we're going to see today. So let's get into it. Alright, right off the bat, I want to show you something I did not like. Part 1 on the graphics setting. The screen resolution 1280 cross 1024 is the highest screen resolution I can get. And there is no borderless window mode. Essentially, what you can get is either windowed or full screen mode. This is something I do not like at all. Essentially, what it does is causes me problem with the OBS. Sometimes it doesn't capture the screen and all. I have to do a lot of stuff to actually get to capture it. Essentially, game capture doesn't even work on this. So yeah, kind of. I guess most of the people who uses this kind of use any capture card or something like that, I guess. But yeah, screen resolution being that low is very much of a annoyance to me specifically, because I do not play in the full screen mode. So essentially, what it does is like a takes part of my screen, since borderless window is not available. Anyway, other than that, there isn't really much I can say. So let's actually go and start a new game. I've also turned down the volume, so I'll see. I'll scale it up if it's too low or something like that. And with the way Bandai Namco does, you can understand that this will be very much anime themed as well. So essentially, everything Bandai Namco publishes is actually animes anyway. But yeah, I got no problem with that.
Don't look so worried. We're not gonna die. I promise you that.
Next is PW01408. That's you.
We will now begin the age aptitude test. Please try to relax. Stage 1. Inducing Ashblight corruption. Ashblight corruption has been confirmed. Now progressing to Stage 2. Mounting God Arc. Progressing to Stage 3. Final stage. Implanting adaptive oracle cells. Status confirmed. Ashblight corruption has been neutralized. Subject's vitals have returned to normal. Aptitude is positive. Congratulations. The process is complete. You are now an adaptive God Eater.
So you survived. Grade A. Oh, we haven't seen your kind around here before. How does it feel to give up your humanity? Hey, don't go and croak on us, okay? Your life belongs to the port now. You're of no use dead. Here, I'm gonna need you to sign this contract.
Okay. Name is okay. Code name. Okay. Mail. Okay. Let's see the hairstyle. Actually, let's first see the feast. So customization wise, there's a well, selective customization, if you may. Ah, they have a Code Vein style as well. What the hell are these? My God. Really? Code Vein hairstyle also looks good. Hmm. Wait. Hmm. WASD for camera control. Okay. Hmm. Can't really decide. Shall we go with this one? Hmm. Can we do this? Shine color can be. Increase the brightness of it. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Eyes. Eye color. Shall we? Skin color is quite fine. Accessory. Why the hell would I have hair clip? Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. One thing I will certainly have is some this. That one literally made me remember your, what do you call that game? Something something Persona. Persona. Right. Okay. Miniature display. Okay, there's a bit too. Code veins, mask frame, purifier mask. So actually looks good, but covers the entire face, so no. What we can get is either this miniature display, or do we have something like no? So sunglasses not. Doesn't look bad, but how does this one looks?
Do not let your guard down. Huh! I guess. Healing.
I'm in trouble.
I'm so very.
Time to start. Are you nervous or something?
Hup! You should heal. I have you. Gah! Ah! Hup! Huh! It's all yours.
That is that. It's okay. Let's stay positive.
Damn it. I'm all woos. Time to break some heads. Son!
You're a lot of trouble.
Ha! I can always count on you. I'll chew you to pieces. I'll scrap you. Kaboom!
Ow. I'll kill you bit by bit. Huh. This is it.
Sinners must be punished.
I think I can do it now.
Okay.
Sorry, and thanks.
Okay, I guess that is our customization for now. Yeah, this looks quite okay. So yeah, new data, save. All right, let's go. As usual with Bandai Namco's character customization, quite okay.
Come on. Let's go. Hey, you okay? You seem pretty out of it. Bad dream or something? Anyway, rise and shine. I went ahead and asked about our next job. It's in a pretty thick spot. Looks like there's not too much time left for you and me, huh? Fighting an ash this thick will ruin a body in no time. And if we can't work, well, I doubt the folks at the port will want to look after us. Eventually, we're either going to run out of the bias factor we need to live, or we'll end up as origami snacks or bait, and that'll be that. A time-honored end for ages like you and me. Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen to us. I promise. After all, we've got too much riding on our shoulders. We'll keep going for the ones we couldn't save. It's a vow I made to them all. I'm never going to give up, no matter what happens. So, that's that. We are not dying. The two of us will keep moving forward, on to whatever tomorrow brings.
Um, whatever. Outfits have been added, okay. Let's change some outfits, shall we? Man, so many update infos. What? Reset character challenge hound. Okay. I'll be back after finishing this. Alright, so mouse camera movement is a bit too fast for my liking. Let's see, what are these avatar cards? So this is me. Okay. Message, ground, camera, alt is standard bullet. Control burst plugin. Okay. All right. Stats. Items, restore peel, bullets. Options, controls. So WSD for the movement, space to jump, RMB LMB for melee attack or gun attack 1 and 2. Shift is change form or dash. E is confirm or link aid or step. Tab is to open item, combat order menu. Okay, move camera, chat F1, gesture F2, driver, combat, engage, active engage, Z. Okay. Okay. But not that. Camera. I think standard, even then it's a bit fast if you see. Bit too fast. Anyway. So chill or something. Wherein, who knows? Monitor. Can we change the outfit? I guess not right now. Let's talk to this guy, I guess. Wait, what is that? Resurrection panel or something? Terminal. Okay. So terminal is our loadout. Equipment, consumable, save data. Okay. Loadout is bullets and clothing. Okay. Let's see the suits. Black mage, red mage, what? Alchemist, white mage. Okay. There's too many crossovers and stuff that happened with this one. Wow. Wow. And these are all trash for sure. For me at least. Let's use noble suit looks good. Other than that, we can also use the walker suit. Let's use the noble suit. Okay. Now pants are okay. I don't need shorts, I need pants. Wow. The mage uniform, our top looks so good and the bottom is, my goodness. Come on. I see. So the code vein one is total. Okay. Let's use the noble suit. Yeah. Okay. That's that. These are all, I don't know. Item. Here we can see the consumables. These are the allied abilities. We'll see later once we get the data, that is. Anyway, once the save is done, how long it takes to save? Couple of minutes, I guess. Right back. Alright. We're back. Let's go and talk to this guy. Double check details on the monitor. Say identity assignation. Get prepped at the terminal and let's move out. Yeah. Please exit exclamation 216 through 234. So accept missions. Filter mission by selecting rank. Rank 1. You want certification time limit, so we have a time limit. As density certification due to environment falling person. Choose the allies. What is this radio setting? Okay. Mission accept. Any other access are your own responsibility. Be extra careful to ensure that guard arcs remain undamaged. Talk to the guard to head out. Hmm.
Damn it! I can't see! Where is it? Where's the origami?
Our lines are crossed. What team are you with?
Requesting salvage! Please, I don't want to die!
Forget them. They're already origami, Chow. You've got your own jobs to do, so get to them.
Hurry up and let us loose.
I am now releasing the restraints on Pennyworth Ages Hound 1 and Hound 2. Alright, you dogs. Sick 'em. I'm limiting your operation area. If you try to do any moonlighting, well, you know what happens.
Yeah, we know. Shall we? We'll make it out of this.
Okay.
Follow the program you were given and acclimate to the Ashlands. Once you've acclimated, return immediately. Defectors will be written off. That is all.
Something unexpected might happen. If it does, I'll use my own judgment.
Unnecessary combat may result in the loss of God Arcs. Thus, fighting is prohibited. Proceed with tests to confirm effectiveness in high ash density conditions.
Yeah. How are you doing? I think I'm alright.
Yeah, move camera. A bit too fast for my liking, but anyway.
Are you disoriented? Look straight ahead for me. Well, you should be fine then. Let's move. Follow me.
Okay.
Out of my way!
You've got no business in that area. Move back. Another team is operating there.
Yeah, sure. The ones with their wires crossed? Keep a safe distance. Let's play it safe for now. It's funny how no matter how hairy it gets, I always have fun when you're around. If you find high ground, climb on up. It's always an advantage in a fight. Looking down on origami crawling beneath you feels pretty good too.
This is Bull 1. I'm surrounded by origami. Requesting salvage.
This is Hound 1. I'm at Point Alpha. Can you break through their line?
Understood. I'll get through somehow.
You do not have permission to transmit. You want to get written up?
Hey, you can't blame me for being curious.
Idiots.
Still got some stamina? It's easy to get winded this deep in the Ashlands.
Standing or walking. And we use stamina by what?
Hound 1, do you read me? I made it through the line. En route to Point Alpha.
Alright, we'll clear out the origami in the area. Proceed with caution.
Hugo, I owe you for this.
You do not have permission to transmit. Don't make me tell you again. You haven't completed the acclimation program. Proceed with your assigned mission.
If we can fight this deep in the Ashlands, who gives a crap about acclimation?
You'll be disciplined for insubordination. I hope you're ready for that.
Sure, whatever you say. Now quit looking over my shoulder. Saying we're fighting in dense ash is enough of an excuse, right?
You'll regret this.
Really? The camera movement is a bit too fast for my liking.
You took the initiative. You seem comfortable enough in a fight. You can fight in gun form, too. See if you can transform for me.
Shift to change form? No, there's not shift. Ah, okay.
More company. Let's go.
What is the key to change form, to be honest?
Gun form attacks expend OP. You can fight in blade form to restore your supply. Bull 1, come in. This is Hound 1. All Origami eliminated.
This is Bull 1, arriving at Point Alpha soon. Thanks a ton. I thought it was a goner this time.
Don't give up so easily. Nobody's got time to wipe your nose for you here. Okay, time to head home and get in our
Okay.
cells.
Double tap. Got it. Okay.
Don't worry, everyone made it back okay. A good result for us. We might do as the port folks want. Work ourselves to the bone, get dragged to hell and back. But that doesn't mean we're willing to give up our lives without a good fight. A place where ages can live out their lives without being controlled or pushed around by anyone. That's what we need, right?
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Ouch!
The guards went to town on you this time, didn't they? Bet that hurts. You never do as you're told, huh? Bet it's hell getting teamed up with this guy.
I didn't know you were back from patrol, Zeke.
Yep, that's right. All done with my work for today. Listen, man, next time you should come out with me. Come on. I thought you were smarter than that. Having a chance to work with the Zeke Pennyworth should be enough to make you weep for joy.
Maybe you should mention how good you are.
Hugo's always so by the book. It must have been boring out there with him. Come on, I'll show you a real cool trick next time.
This isn't a sport, Zeke.
Look, I know that. You think I don't know that? Anyway, did you hear the recent news? One of the other teams was saying that a port nearby got swallowed by the ash.
That's the first I've heard of it. But it's not exactly news for ports to get engulfed by the Ashlands.
Sure, it's no surprise when it's some base somewhere. But how will you feel when the ash is creeping closer and closer?
Are you talking about an ash storm?
Yeah, well, if one of those ash storms does come through, it's not like there's a whole lot we can do other than strap in and pray, right?
Yeah, that's about the size of it. Though, even then, riding one out isn't all that realistic.
Is there anything to do? Yes, not. Let me go to terminal. Nothing really. Hmm. So there are different type of origami we can select. I'm using twin blade. Other than that, we have this twin ring and whatnot. Sniper, shotgun, laser. Let's use this, and in time of this, let's try a lance, shall we? There are various part we can read on later. I'll read on stuff later. For now though, Godok performance test out expiry. Let's take the details. Nothing. Okay. Shield tests.
Time to get cracking. Let's see if the God Arc repairs worked. We can start off with your shield. A good offense is the best defense, but blocking attacks is a nice way to stay alive.
Shifty. Okay. I want to see something. How much can we block? Okay.
Don't forget to use items. They won't do you any good if you're dead.
Wow.
Still, there are a lot of items to choose from. Gotta use what's right for the moment, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, no problem so far. We still got some time, so let's do some scavenging. There's stuff flying around here and there, right? Pick it up. We need materials these days. Any spoils we pick up outside of our job don't go to the prison. They're ours to keep. If you want to stay alive, you need a stronger God Arc, which means you need materials. The port manages God Arcs, though, so you can't just do whatever you want with them.
Points of light, is it? So right in these places. No.
Okay, that's about it. Looks like your God Arc is ready for action. Whoa! Origami barging in, huh? Well, that suits me fine. Let's clean up this mess and go home. See ya!
Okay. That would be it. Blueprints, eh? Well, at least. Let's see. We can upgrade equipment, right? I'm gonna try the Claymore. Okay. All blade. Okay. These ones are better versions, essentially. Okay. So slash. So they are either slash or crash or slash or pierce, depending on what you need, essentially. Right. So I don't have much money, so for now, let's not do this. In terms of shield, there are 3 different types of shield. Okay. This has the best defense. If you want to craft item, yes. I need more money. Field is a special feature. Limit release certification. Let's go, Doc.
We've got our work cut out for us today. Come with me. Devour form is the God Ark's most distinctive feature. We're off to do a field test of it. God Eaters can devour Aragami to temporarily enhance our abilities. We call the effect Burst. If you use it wisely, you can flip a dire situation on its head.
and take a bite out of that origami. Fire! It's chop time! You slipped up! Now! Fire! Burst activate! Hey, don't forget, you can pick up materials by devouring dead origami. You need materials to upgrade god artifacts, and you have to supply them yourself. You slipped up! Okay, on to burst arts. Here's where today's real work begins. Burst arts are techniques that can only be used while you're in burst status. Only Ages have the number of Oracle Cell bonds to perform them. Devour an origami, enter burst status, and then unleash a burst art. Keep that cycle in mind as you fight, okay? Let's do this. Try this! Yeah! Try this! Yeah! Yeah! Try this! Yeah, nicely done. Just what I expected. It's chop time! Use burst arts enough, and they'll grow in power. But some people say that makes you more origami than human. Honestly, though, in most normal people's eyes, we're already monsters. Okay, that's enough for now. There are a lot of different burst arts. Practice them when you've got the time.
Okay.
Looks like everyone's gone to bed. I hope they can at least have some pleasant dreams to enjoy while they're sleeping. It gets so quiet at night. So, how's the new density level? Same here, to be honest. It's too much to absorb all at once, huh? But if there are still survivors out there, well, then it was worth fighting. It's a small thing, but I don't want to sell my soul and lose my freedom to act according to my own will. I guess it seems kind of funny. We might die tomorrow and leave nothing behind. But I'll keep waiting. Someday, a path towards something new will open for us. An ash storm, huh?
My goodness. There is a huh, okay. Hmm. Engage system approved.
So, shall we get started? This time, we're testing engage effects. The power of bonds between ages. Engage. Activating engage has a couple requirements. If you're fighting origami and within a certain range, your resonance will deepen. Once your resonance is at a certain level, engage will activate. Anyway, let's try it. Activating engage. Let's do it. The power of connections. Only we ages have it. Maybe it's a divine gift. Engage is a resonance phenomenon that lets users share traits. In other words, we can combine strengths. From an origami's point of view, it's cheating. It only works when we're in combat, though, so keep that in mind. I think that's enough. We should have enough data to analyze. As a rule, engage is a one-on-one activity. Makes sense, I guess. Trying to process everyone's characteristics at once would overload a single brain. But we can't know unless we try it either. In any case, engage is the ace up our sleeve. Don't forget we have it.
And what I saw is engage takes your HP to use. So how much of an ace it is, I wonder.
Oh, sorry. It's nothing, really. I'll be fine after I rest a little while. I'm fine now. Thanks. Hugo told me not to get up or move around too much. But I don't like just sitting around and being waited on by everyone. I just think I should do whatever I can to help. Yeah, we all gotta pace ourselves.
Mm, Malfunction in wait, what? Okay, two type of origami.
It's chop time!
My goodness, what was that? This will be better, I guess.
I'm ready!
What's the other one? Mm,
We've confirmed reports of increased ash density near Pennyward. Return to base after collecting tissue samples from origami in the area.
It's really thick here. Feeling any effects? Nah, I'm fine for now. This place ain't gonna be our grave. Let's get started. Stay sharp. Here goes! Okay, we're almost done. Huh? What's up, Zeke? I lost the connection to the port. Maybe the relay's busted. Not surprising in ash this thick, I guess. Take what you can and let's go home. good loot again? Ugh, man, there's been nothing recently.
That's the price of your behavior.
Keep it to yourself.
Well, shall we get going?
This is a caravan calling all ages.
What's that?
There's an ashburn developing in the area. It's unpacked called Penguin.
An open channel? Who and where is that from?
We can't make out what you're saying.
What in... Huh?
That's definitely an ash storm.
And it's definitely headed toward our port.
Damn it. Talk about some bad timing. There's no way we can outrun it from here.
But what about everyone at the port? What'll happen to the kids there?
Calm down. We'll manage something. We're not going to stand by and let our friends get wiped out.
This is a caravan calling all ages. I repeat, this is a caravan calling all ages. There is an ash storm developing.
Aegis here. What's the status of the storm?
We read you. We'll talk later. For now, we need you to clear out the origami in our path.
Why should we do that?
I said we'll talk later. Now hurry up and do it. If it's your fee, we'll pay whatever the cost. We don't have time to negotiate. We're on our way to evacuate the port. Every second counts.
Understood. Moving out. There are aged children at the port who will need help. You have to get them out of there.
I promise you we'll get them out. Good luck out there. Caravan out.
I guess this is our chance. Come on. Everything changes. Starting now.
Whoa, that's intimidating.
Right. Don't die on me now. We're going to live to see a new future. Everyone will. Here goes!
Here's to save the kids at the port.
There's only so much we can do. Stay focused, Zeke.
I know. Let's hurry up and get this done.
Man, this guy loves jumping so much. Damn it. My god, this guy loves jumping so much. Where is this Aragami's health bar? Where's that guy going? Okay. Phase 2, is it? Just let me.
You slipped up.
Everyone who is left behind at the port is now under our care. Ricardo's information was spot on. It seems the Ages who were left behind were all left inside a room like a prison. There were a number of young kids with them there too.
It's awful. How could people have sunk so low?
There. I've sent them the rendezvous coordinates. They're planning to meet up there. But are you sure it was a good idea? Offering to pay any price if they clear the way?
Probably. They don't strike me as the kind who would trade their lives for cash.
Pardon me, but that's not much of a strategy, ma'am.
I know that. Change heading 180 degrees. Get as far away as we can, now! It's an ash storm!
All right.
pleasure to meet all of you. Welcome to our caravan. This is the Ash Crawler Chrysanthemum. I'm her owner, Hilda Enriquez. We made it in time, thank goodness.
I'm Hugo Pennywort.
Handling that origami problem wouldn't have been an easy task, even under the best of circumstances. And that means you're a talented bunch.
Would you mind filling all of us in on the situation here?
That will come in due time. You've created a real opportunity for us to work with. Won't you let me express our gratitude?
You saved our friends. That's enough for me.
Yes. However, that is only a temporary measure, as I'm sure you're well aware.
Huh?
Reassigning ages requires the permission of both the governor of the port and Gleipnir. You do know that, do you not, Hugo?
If that's the reason you can't keep us all here, don't worry about it. Being alive is what counts. But do you really have to be so formal?
Ma'am, we've completed our survey of the port that was swallowed by the ash. Despite our efforts, we have been unable to establish the whereabouts of the port's management.
I'm sure they fled. I saw ships moving away in the distance.
That would explain it. There were some ships that made unregistered departures.
Fools, leaving without notifying anyone. If the ash storm drags them in...
That's what they get for leaving kids to die.
Zeke, don't.
What? You're gonna tell me you're not pissed at them too?
Regardless, it still doesn't make me happy.
Ma'am, the ash density levels are rising again. Staying any longer would be hazardous.
You now represent your port, Hugo. Under Ashland navigation law, I place you under my protection and transfer you to our port.
Understood. Our services are yours during the voyage. In exchange, though, we don't want your everyday drudgery tasks.
You've got a spine. Very well. You can be our front runners and keep our route free from interference.
That's fine by us. Once we're out there, you'll see we're not your run-of-the-mill Aegis. How a caravan route works? We use areas of low density as reference points, and then just travel along the connected dots?
You've got it down.
Just repeating what I learned from the database.
There was an old but reliable route through here previously. The beacons, however, have all gone dead.
Knocked out by that ash storm. This crawler has a pretty small crew for its size, doesn't it?
I can't afford to hire very many people.
I see. So you decided to bring us on to do a little work for you.
Right, and I can assure you you'll be compensated.
Yeah, well, a weekly allowance isn't going to cut it.
If we can reestablish the old route, we'll be able to claim Pioneer royalty. A cut of those royalties will go to you. Does that...
We're the ones who will be out there risking our necks.
30%? The rewards are split amongst the entire crew.
Well, what do you think? Let's see. 50%. I know you've got some serious cargo. You're sure to rake in a hefty profit from that, Hilda.
Fine, fine. Half of the royalties. We have a deal. You're free to roam the crawler, though some locations may be restricted. We do have our secrets.
Compared to ourselves, it's paradise.
Glad to have you all aboard. I'm looking forward to continuing our work together.
Okay, this takes a lot of currency to upgrade. Item restorative bill. What are these? I wonder. All right. This is to the office, and this way is to elevator. Laboratory book. Bridge. Not permitted, I guess.
Welcome aboard the Ashcrawler Chrysanthemum. Let me introduce myself. My name is Amy Chrysanthemum, and I serve as an operator on this vessel. So, this is the mission counter. We post tasks that need to be performed in order to clear our course.
So, in short, you're saying if we want a job, then this is the place to go?
Yep, that's right. In fact, it looks like something was posted just now. But we have a bit of a snag.
A snag?
That's right. Continuing on our course would be like crossing a rope bridge blindfolded.
So what? You just walk forward.
The snag is, there's something chewing on the ropes. Caravans that conduct their operations within the Ashlands are invariably equipped with resonance radar. It tracks local ash levels and origami. It serves as our eyes and ears, giving us an advantage over potential threats. We have one on the Mum, of course. Essentially, if our resonance radar isn't providing us with that data, it's a big problem. One of life or death magnitude.
Is yours malfunctioning?
As the name suggests, the radar uses resonance, so it needs someone with high resonance skill to operate it. We need a God Eater who can also function as a navigator.
However, our previous navigator was incapacitated in the ash storm, and currently we have no other candidates in our staff.
Navigator, huh? I like the sound of that. Let me give it a try.
Amy, go ahead and bypass the authorization system.
Okay, it's open.
How was I?
No. Insufficient range. Maybe a 2-mile radius? Too small to keep us safe.
No! I could give it a shot.
I don't think you have the aptitude, Hugo.
Not one iota. It's tougher than I thought.
Our regular navigator was born with a high resonance capability. However, they had training to see up to a 20-mile radius as well.
So resonance ability is the key, huh? If one of us can be contracted as a navigator, we should be able to renegotiate royalties. Sound like a workable deal to you, Hilda?
So you know, I don't pay for slipshod work.
Of course not. Here, give it a try.
Man, take a look at the display. I've never seen anything like this. That's 10. No, 100 miles. Wait, it's still expanding.
What? You've got to be kidding! This is unreal!
Did you do this?
My friend has always had a real knack for resonance. So, does that solve our problem?
What is here?
Switching to departure sequence.
Energy flow from the main accumulator has been established. Now sealing ash bulkhead layers 1 and 2.
Resonance radar navigation link complete. Harmonization rate at 30, 60, 100%. Oracle sensor system is green. Ash density along our plotted course is 0.02 ppm, within tolerance.
The ash bulkheads are sealed. Activating the hull bias field barrier.
All systems are reading green. The chrysanthemum is ready to depart.
There's no turning back now. Are you certain about this?
Yeah. I never planned on turning back anyway. This is the start of a big adventure! We're more than sure. We're pumped!
It's good to see that kind of spirit. Ashcrawler Chrysanthemum, casting off.
Do you read me? I'll be your mission guide from here on. All instruments are green. Vitals are normal. Alright, are you ready? Remember, the mission lasts until you're back home. Your first job starts now. Good luck.
I could get used to this. It's 100 times better than an old creep in my ear. Sorry, it's a long story. Here it comes! Here it comes! I'm still in this! You slipped up! See ya! Here it comes!
Objectives fulfilled. Prepare to return to base.
You earned this one. That went all right. I want to hit the sack.
What nail polish does Hilda use? Oh, sorry. Great work out there. Welcome home. You're so efficient. It's